He's got a different setup for his truck here out of Burnout. Again, this is our first qualifier of the night. We are live on Facebook on Northern Michigan Dragway.
Heat base 65 Pontiac Tempest with a 548 big block Blowman Chevrolet. Twin lane racer, automotive one lane. Here in our top Doorslammer qualifier number 1, taking on Eric Big Johnson, 2002 Chevy S10, 565. Now on last night's race, his first run of the night, he ran a 5:03, setting a new track record for top Doorslammer pickups. So he's a track record holder.
Heads up along the track. Oh, monkey business getting loose here. Big Johnson gets a run down there. 5:03 at 139.
Look at that, another track record there. Actually, he went 5:03, I think, with a better number last night. So he basically just matched his track record performance. 5:03 at 139. That's actually the new track record for mile per hour, because I know he's 138 miles per hour last night. So there you go.
The fastest pickup pass right there. 39.47 miles an hour. Eric Johnson sits in there. More pickup. Performance out of Beulah, Michigan. 468 cubic inch motor, your automotive sign. That's Tim Higas in the Higas Performance Lane. The 95 Beretta, 540 cubic inch motor. The WKLT, the Rock Station, and Traverse City Queens.
We got the 468 blown Mazda left lane for Higas Body Shop and Higas Performance. And for KLT, the Rock Station, we got the 540 blown big block Chevy. Pairing up the motor cars here. Second qualifying matchup. Bill Higas, known for those big wheel stands. We call them Big Wheelie Bill.
Yeah. Camera's ready. We've also got them live on Facebook, so you can check it out later. Back into it a couple times. That wheel stand smokes him and then track and back into it. Look at the line laying down. 560 and a 549 for the Higas team.
All right. Well, Bill Higas moves into the number 2 qualifying spot with a 549. No, he's not in either class. Oh, schedules we left on the counters, kind of like that one.
Very nice.
Here. Go Fast Productions.
Grab us one of the cars again that's here just for this race today for the qualifier in the top Doorslammer.
It's a winner of the import versus domestics earlier this season, Mark. Won at 110. At least he had a good reaction time. 022. Right on that road trip.
This is our first test too there, first qualifier for the weekend, so that's fine. We'll work it out. That's what the guys are doing right now. This is when they feel off the track.
All right, for Woodstar Forestry, J&D Marine, Jim Skyver from Manton, 93 Firebird.
Brad, how does their ladder set up? How many drivers will qualify and are shooting for positions?
Well, basically, however many show up, I guess. We'll just figure out the best run of the two qualifying sessions. We get number one qualifier, second best, and so on down. We'll see the top qualifier runs the bottom qualifier, the slowest qualifier. Actually, if there's an odd number, the number one qualifier will get a bye run first round. Oh, launch there for Skyver.
Good.
He came up so hard. He came out real hard with that, looked like an oil pan hit down there. Thankfully, it didn't come apart. Man, straight up on the wheel stand.
I think he'd have carried that out past mid-track. Boy, it looked good though, nice and straight.
Took a layer off of our concrete out there. Came down hard. 547, so that puts it actually into our number two qualifying position. Byron. It's a street trophy. A lot of people include street trophy round 3 to the staging lanes. Kyle Dronkers stay the back of the pack here to the Byron. Entry for ST25. ST25.
607.
Car number 607 is my understanding. It's a little green Mustang if I remember correct. So street trophy racers start making their way up for round 3 action. Commenting here on our Facebook Live out of Texas. He says, drag racing up there and hurricanes down here. What a deal. 3, making their way up the lanes once again. Lavka Heating and Cooling Street Trophy, running for $500 to win here tonight. 290 racers in competition here this evening. We know there's going to be more tomorrow. Great turnout here. Blue Oval Battle 5. Sponsored by C. Peterson and Sons Trucking and Excavating. Agricultural line spreading.
Big bird on the line here. We're in the highest performance lane.
He's on one.
Looking good. 460 with the 9 at 154 miles an hour.
460. Great run, 154.18. That's your new number qualifier. Number 1 qualifier by a bunch, 460.
Nice straight pass.
Focus that 2010 Mustang out of Houghton Lake down, taking the number 1 qualifying spot, and going to be going for possibly a second straight Blue Oval Battle Championship. If he can keep it running like that, I think it's going to happen.
Ready to get back into the trophy action? Streets. Street trophy. Lucky Indian Cooling Street Trophy drivers.
As long as it doesn't bother you.
Woody's downstairs here.
No, yeah.
Hey Lori, how many street trophy round 2?
12, 1, 2, 12.
Yeah, definitely pick up those Blue Oval Battle t-shirts. Great memory, great event. They got them at the concession stand. I know we've sold out a couple sizes, but we do have that list over there. If you can't find one in your size, get yourself a Blue Oval Battle hoodie. As I mentioned, the double X is sold out last night already. But we're going to make another order. No problem shipping them. We'll send them right out to you. Contact information there. Got some good food over there. You got burgers, hot dogs, bullet sausage, nachos, popcorn.
Get a reminder for all of our race crews that no bikes. It's the bikes fun, something like that right around the pits. miles an hour. And the better 125. Highest Lane had a 109 reaction running at 861 ET at 80 miles an hour. Dan Rubel, the 95 Ranger for Rich Marlin Race Cars. Tower side for the Blue Ovals and the Bear Lake, Michigan, dialing at 853. Jesse Peterson, 85 Ford Mustang, 850. So heads up here, it's a good race. 850, 853.
Street Trophy Racers running for $500 to win tonight.
Jesse Peterson, 087. Dan Rubel right there with a 109. We go door to door. Running at 86 on an 850.
Takes the win in memory of his dad.
Jim Garrett, 72 Common GT for Garrett Engines, Carquest of the Battle Creek, and his wife. Jim Garrett out of Battle Creek, Michigan, the down of an 843 in the highest performance lane.
And in case anybody's wondering, the Blue Oval got the point on that Chevy powered Ranger. So it was all Ford racer got the win.
Tower side 022, this. Garrett went right off the line, 043 red light.
In case you're wondering the score, the world is up big here. 62 to 43, but still lots of racing to go here. This is only the first night of racing. We've got all of next night to go. Tomorrow night.
Allie Van Noller, 79 Ford Mustang from Scottsville, the dial of a 906, your all automotive lane. Wayne Henschel, 1971 Chevrolet. Now the 947 in the highest lane. Wind's going to go to the Ford, picks this one up. Allie Van Noller, 093 reaction time as Henschel went red, 052 red light.
Fords have been kind of making a comeback. They were down by almost 30 points.
End of the day, that's when the Fords go crazy.
So they're only down by 18 now.
Ken Hansen been running some numbers and the tree here in this. Good looking Chevrolet convertible out of Crystal, Michigan, down at 852. Look out, Pammy Dixie Snyder can run the numbers with anybody. 81 El Camino. For Calama Meats, you can't beat Calama Meats.
Oh, shoot, late. I can see that.
Ken Hansen, tower side, put it down with the 031 reaction time. Snyder, 357. This was all Ken Hansen, 863 and an 852. Sugar down early, had the tree big time. Donnie Hines, 95, the Chevy S10 pickup from Manistee. Reportable quality construction, 8QC. And the Highway Inn in Manistee. Down at 1030, all on the board. Marty Barber, 67 Ford Falcon, will take the win. Nice to cover side to the red the 905 ET, 70 miles an hour for Barber.
Tell you what, it's a comeback. Ford says don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Ron Hagar, 84 Buick Regal, super tough out of Clark Lake. Down at 889 with Don Oliver's 85. Well, that's not a Blazer, but it's a Don Oliver, brother.
Yep, it is. It's Monte Carlo.
That's a Monte Carlo, not a Blazer.
Yeah, he ran the
But it runs
Blazer.
fast, so it should be lazy. Ron Hagar, 415 Viper Light running an 890 on an 889. Oliver at 845 off that 810, got their big time first and broke out. Brody McCula, 78 Catalyst out of Crystal, 847 double side dial. James Persinger, 79 Fleetwood. He's got a passenger, a little helper over there. Navigator in the passenger seat for Benzie Appliance and Rustic Resort. Brody's got the better 3, 040. 124. On the big end wins, Brody McCula, 815 on an 814. Had her dialed with a good light, 040 reaction, 83 the mile an hour for the win.
Good matchup here. A couple of first-time racers, I believe. Jim Sorensen from Reed City. Here in third round action. 1093 dial-in for the 02 Grand Am. And Michael Ellis from Kalkaska. 99 Sonoma.
That's a neat look. He's got it all tucked out, ready to go.
Oh, he's got a big advantage.
Mike Ellis, big time on the 3 Oh, got there first and broke out. Michael Ellis.
Got there first by 3/4 of a second. That was about 5 car lengths.
Wow.
Didn't look back, broke out, handed the win over to the left lane.
Well, yeah, like a,
Hey, you'd rather be
take
lucky
it.
than good, right?
He goes, we'll take it. Jake Huntington in a 96 Roadmaster. One of the fastest Ubers up here out of New Boston, Michigan. 816 the dial. That is a tough, big car.
Yep, that's a tough lesson to learn at bracket racing. You can get there first and lose because if you went under your prediction, you lost.
Mike Upper 79 Mustang for the Fords to Calvin. And Fords will pick up one. 39 reaction time. Oh, Huntington and 007 James Bond Red Eye.
That's 3 wins in a row for the Fords. They're within 16 now, guys.
Marcus Cicero 2017 Chevy versus Cicero Motorsports. Northern Custom Image and Dry Harbor Marine in Charlevoix. Donning a 963, your all automotive lane. Linda Jacobs, there's the 85 Snap-on Blazer out of Brethren.
Yep.
And Linda's going to take the win as Parker 002 Red. Linda's got a 193 reaction time for the win. Down to 926 and runs a 947 on the 926. Look at that 002 Red ran a 965. Is right there on the dial.
Here's a good matchup, the Mopar versus the Blue Oval. Left lane Tom Hansen, 74 Dodge Dart representing the Mopars, the world. 318 under the hood. Racer out of Branch, Dow's 872. All on one side. Take on Dustin Cesaro, East Jordan. 92 Mustang for Napa and Mansalona, residential services. Cesaro Motorsports, Shorty Nubs Racing. Better Bulb going to the Mopar here. 121 left side, 165 right side. It's going to be a Mopar taking the win, a win for the world. Mopars for the world this time. 300 Sparks victory going to Tom Hansen.
Jimmy Thomas and 89 Chevy Camaro. Forgot Pro Racing April Ray photos out of Bear Lake, Michigan. Up now, you're all automotive lane. 929 the dial. Emily Fluid, 84 Monte Carlo. Your highest performance lane out of Interlochen, dialing in 941.
This is a rematch of our Mopars against the world Thursday night street trophy final.
Oh, cool. Both drivers sporting the 350 Chevrolets. Win's going to go to Jimmy Thomason as Emily goes big red 207 red. Jimmy was 212 green. So Jimmy Thomason will take the win, running a 932 on a 29.
Yeah, neither one of them can be proud about that time. One was 200 late and one was 200 early.
There's one you just put in the dash. Gary Bowman Sr., the Dodge Dart, up with Cranky out of Prescott, Michigan, with a dial of an 858 for Bowman Racing and Cranky Racing.
This would be Jimmy Evans, back in black, 71 Skylark, Benzonia. Last weekend racing here, he's heading up to Michigan Tech College after this race this weekend. First college, gonna get him some learning. Just got himself a win slip there with a nice 030 reaction time. There's a 077 red lane, handed the win over to Dave Buick. Back in black, right on the dial, 871 Mopar versus Bowtie here. We got Rob in the water. 87 Dakota from Beeman's Towing, Cadillac, Michigan. 878 dial in. Craig Shaver, Millington. 86 Chevy C10 for Bowman Racing. 820 dial in. So 58 hundredths of a second.
Yeah.
See the Dodge leaving first in this pair.
Next weekend, yeah.
Winner moves on one step closer to $500. This will be done for the night. This is third round racing. No more line back. Street trophy. Taking them door-to-door finish line. It's going to be the Chevrolet taking the win on a double breakout. Left lane was under by 600. Right lane under by 1. Bowman Racing gets that one. Here is another Evans entry. Jim Evans. Duke Century from Benzonia for Fortress Security. Security system sponsor here, Northern Michigan Dragway. 938. Take on Bud Roof. Representing the Fords, racing the memory of Dan Papa Peterson. Ford truck 1065. Anybody's race here. 1/3. The left lane taking a 9:43 on the 38 as the right lane got there first, broke out by over a tenth. Next up, Bob Bush on 75 Malibu from Whitehall. Chevrolet dials in with a 862. Waiting for the world on that pair. I gotta chalk up my score. Next up, against him, ST36, the entry right lane. Not sure who the driver is. Chevy pickup. Dials in with an 11 flat. He goes red. Bob Bush is gonna get a win here, left lane for Chevrolet. Tom Bray, the buy run holder for bracket 2. Tom Bray, stay the back of the pack. Let's have Absolute Auto Repair bracket 2, round 3. To the staging lanes now, please. Our $2,000 to win bracket 2, round 3. Bring them up. There's Robert Knopp, 66 Barracuda from Thompsonville, 1045 dial in. His opponent, Mark Tossi, the Pizza Plus sponsored 84 Firebird. Cadillac, 875 dial in. Be a win for Tossi as Robert Knopp, Barracuda goes red. 030 red light. Tossi also with a red light, negative 160. There's the left lane going red first, canceling out the second one. So right lane 852 taking the win, 82 miles per hour. Next up, Nicholas Cott from Bear Lake, 05 Colorado truck. 1210 dial in. On the 1215 dialed right lane. Saw the right lane got the big jump on the tree there, entry number 194. We're not sure who entry 194 is. If you're out there with them, have them report to the tower to let us know who they are, because they're still in the racing action. Taking the win right lane, number 194, Blazer. Mystery driver for the Scooby-Doo race team gets the win. And your buy run here for entry 607. What was the name on that one? Dronkers? Kyle Dronkers moves to round 4 here with the 857. Entry 5150 had the best light of the round. Ron Hagar. Hagar is your new buy run holder with the Buick Regal. Entry 5150. Mustang moving on there.
What a great place to rent inflatables if you ever need it. All new and pretty cheap. Kind of fun to have.
For like kids? Or
Yeah.
you mean for things? The Bit Michelin Man and stuff?
The notice bounce houses
Okay.
and slides and this guy. Remarkable prices. Out of Genesee.
All right, we're ready to go. Let's have our first pair. $2,000 to win, bracket 2, round
Sarah right here.
3.
Makes the dollar nationals. Yeah, something I wanted to get somebody go grab me a hoodie before the kids are not out.
One too many. Pretty sure Barney Barber.
Didn't buy back? I know. You need to buy back then if you lost. Mark Mayfield. Maybe that's the Phantom. Scooby-Doo race team. Remember Mark?
Oh yeah. And all those Scooby-Doo things all have the same cackling laugh, every single creature.
Derek McChesney, Bad Habit Mopar. 73 Duster, Team High Precision Plymouth, Reese, Michigan. 651 dial in. Taking on Gary Rank, the Malibu. Muffler Man, Manistee. This car is for sale. Better bump by a bunch, going to the Mopar left lane. He's got him by a 10th off the line. Gets a win, left lane, 660. Down 95 miles per hour. Bad habit moves around 4.
Just tell them it's for curve.
Size medium.
Yeah.
Next up, Andrew Heinig, left lane 762, dial in for the Dodge Dart. They got Dale Marlin, 580. Looks like a 3, but he made a 2 out of it, huh?
Well, they changed it on one window, but not the other.
I see.
That's why you go as fast as you can.
63 Falcon out of Bear Lake, 582 dial in. They changed dial in last second before they came up here. Heinig gonna lead first here. 1.6 seconds handicap start. 3 bulbs in that Christmas tree for the
Sorry, you said one
card lights come down. Anybody's race here, slight advantage. Mopar, 21 to a 43. Finish line is the right lane thing. 584 on the 582. Had the advantage, but didn't run the number.
Kevin Green, the 1933 altered way ahead from Pizza Plus Cadillac on in Cadillac, Michigan. Timing is 6:33, 400 cubic inch Chevrolet. Highest performance lane, that's John Burley in the 2,600.
Broken Harley.
Not looking good here. As the Harley will get back.
You might have to. Oh, you got him.
Get it in there.
Line Brother and S10 612 dial in. Taking on Lewis Gravel, 72 Maverick, Reed City, 678 dial. Be the Ford leaving first here.
So maybe I better eat these Cheetos.
That's the second. Ford leads first. Here we go. Gonna be a win for the Chevrolet. Island dead on 5 with an 060 light there. Robbie Irvin moving on to round 4. Points leader moves on.
Ron Hager, 84 Regal, absolutely tough out of Clark Lake, Michigan, down to the 89. Scott Keeper, the good looking 55 business crew out of Detroit. 612 is the dial for CMP Racing Products, Allen's Automotive, Doorslammers, Chassis Fab. Seen on TV. Hager runs a 892 on the 89, shuts you down.
Scott Kiefer, 003 red light.
Oh, man. Kyle Kidder out of Frankfurt, dialing up a 759. You're all automotive lane. The Kidder Electric Kirby's backhoe service and the lumberjack bar. Over your highest lane, that's Jim Rock out of Essexville. That's our Be Cool team, isn't it? Yes, Be Cool Radiators. That's Baby Cycle Power Sports Center in Bay City. Up for grabs. It's going to go to the Be Cool team running a 613, 114 miles an hour. Here in Starbucks, 74 Duster, Brad Machining at Starbucks Machining. A tower side twister out of Grand Junction. The time of the 636 in your all automotive lane. On the highest performance lane, Super Dave Osborne, 67 Camaro. The saddle up curve, gas and grocery Camaro, 97. Let's take it door to door, all the way to the top of the hill. 636 right on the dial with a 0.
To the 10th out.
Wow.
636.00. Perfect ET run.
Man. Dial in with all zeros. Keep that one to the frame. John Hamilton, 72 Monte Carlo. Out of Harrison, 719 to dial. You're all automotive lane. Across the street, and the highest side is Steve Tennant. 89 Mustang from Muskegon. Ford versus Chevrolet. Yeah, the world. Chevrolet Colorado 64. 637 on a 28. Shuts her down early for the win. Ron Melnick, 68 Firebirds. I want one right now. 622 the dial. So we are near heads up with Mel Huntley, 67 Dart, out of Beulah, 613, and Ron Melnick's Pontiac Firebird down to 622. Oh, look at that launch. Mel Huntley going red on 41. 22 he had her dialed in that time. 619 on a 13 in the highest lane. Martin Moore, 71 Nova. The Little River Casino. Is that who brought the
Yeah, you brought the
certificates
vouchers
in?
over,
Yeah.
yeah.
Morse Horsepower Garage. Manistee, 732. That is the dial. Brian Velasic, 73 Dart Sport. For Velasic Trucking on Saginaw. 1,643. Oh, 50. Oh, 60. Take it to the top end. On the brakes. It's good to go. Martin Moore, 733 on a 32 in the 060 light. Velasic got there first and broke out running a 642 and 105.
Yep, broke out by 4th thou and in the win over the Chevrolet. Jen Hanson, 66 Impala, Crystal, Michigan, for Ken Hanson Construction at 852 for the left lane Chevrolet. Ron Emery, 308 Bar and Grill, man. Lenova, high flying machine with a 555 dial in.
Nice launch. Every 043. Wind 124 miles per hour.
Dead on the dial with a 3, taking the win is Emery.
Bill Anderson, 79 Phoenix from Maple City with a dial of a 663. In your all automotive lane, highest performance lane, Joe Knocker, 74 Honda, Armada. Oh, the rank bike double 01 red. Bill Anderson. 3 on a 63. Joe Smith III, 93 Mustang, 3 Gs. And plasma cutting in Traverse City. 633 right there will be Racing Jason Makula. Lot of Eagle. Racing Jason 617. Smith 633. Let's take him door to door. Smith 072. Race it, Jason 618 on a 17 for the win at 108 miles an hour. Jake Huntington, 96 Roadmaster from Frazier Reynolds. Out of Walls, Michigan, only an 815. Ramblin' Randy Murphy Myers, 71 Big Wagon out of Birchwood. The dial of a 594.
For our local racers here, Randy Stojkovic, 72 Pinto, Manistee for Jackass Flats Racing, 593 dial in, all automotive side. Steve Kerbach, P&K Racing, SD Custom, 67 Camaro. Benzie, a 611 dial in for the Camaro.
Kerbach, 612.18 for the win, 045 reaction time to 110 the mile per hour.
Here's the Red Baron Dragster. Brad Harris from Mesek. Big block Chevy for power. 618 here in the all automotive lane, taking on Tom Lauber, 71 Camaro for TNT Well Services, Gaylord, 705 for that Camaro. Courtney Melnick says, good job, Dad, Ron Melnick. Dylan Scott, shout out for reporting on the race.
Tom Lauber, 211 reaction. Should be Brad Harris for Ford Extra, 491. And the left mile an hour.
Tom Homax is awesome announcing, guys.
Thank you. We do what we can.
Yeah, Kurt makes me look good every time he comes up here.
Well, you.
at Brewster's Coney Island Pro Trophy.
We're going to take it door to door, hole 47, hole 77. 641 on a 639 for the win at 101 miles an hour.
Gary Wood, stay the back of the pack, Pro Trophy, 1135, and AMC Spirit is the buy run holder.
Let's see if anybody for the thumbs out there watching us on Facebook Live. Here comes Pat Nye, the 68 Dodge Dart for Nye's Auto Service out of Harbor Beach. Pat Nye out of Bad Axe, Michigan, downing at 646. Bill Fluid, 86 Monte Carlo SS for Grand Traverse Family Chiropractic. Fluid on Interlochen, downing at 756. Better bump going to 9.026. Fluid 072. Wins going to Pat Nye. Is going to take this one. 649 on a 646 for the win.
And your buy run here for Tom Bray, 90 Camaro out of Mears. Best reaction time of the round went to Scott Erickson. The S383 entry. Camaro out of East Jordan. Scott Erickson is your new buy run holder in Absolute Auto Repair Bracket 2.
Drivers slow and safe in the pit area. Drivers slow and safe in the pits.
Already Pro Trophy round
21-21.
2. I remember on that Christmas ceremony.
289, Steve.
What round was it?
49 racers showed that round, bracket 2. Top door cars. All right, we're ready. Let's have our first pair. You're right.
Hey, good to see the lights on. This is when the cars start looking great. I like the drag racing and their lights.
trophy division this weekend.
Don't consider what trophy class was one of the trophies.
Yeah.
And the truck and the drag bike start things out. This is Scott Malinsky taking the win. 889 on the 880 dial, 128 the reaction time, 77 miles per hour.
Actually, all of our classes are trophy classes this weekend. Bracket 1's a trophy class. Look at all those winter trophies over there.
Everybody gets trophies and
Yeah.
cash anymore. Look at that.
Yep. We got trophies winner of all divisions this weekend. Not just the trophy classes.
Good looking Chevrolet pickup, Ron Brown out of Belmont, 855 is the dial, with 10 inches, 79 Camaro from Harrison. 8 up for grabs, here we go, Ron Brown. Takes down door to door. On a double breakout, it's going to be Ron in that big blue Chevy, 854 on the double breakout underneath. And in a 727. Aaron Morrison. All our performance fuels and his wife are his sponsors out of East Jordan, Michigan. The dial of a 525. Ed Seymour from Ludington. 89 Ford. Seymour Sales, Great Lakes Automotive. Dials of 632 in your highest performance lane.
91.
And the Ford goes red, he's the win of the world. Morrison, 4789. 525, right on the dial. Seymour in a 673, 048, red light at 101 miles an hour.
The Fords have lost a few in a row now. The score is now 70-49. World back up by 21.
Ronald J. Melnick from Ubley up in the thumb area, the 94 Polaris cement sled, 691 is the dial. Near heads up action with Ed Depper's 95 Camaro from Leroy. Hey, we got a drag race going on. Start with a 163. Depper's Camaro, 141. And it's going to go to Ronald J. Melnick, 701. On 7 flat for the win. Hey, is that Verlander here tonight? No, that's not. That's Ron Melnick.
That sure is. Austin Taylor representing the Ford 079 Mustang out of Scottville, taking on Tobin Kerbach, 85 S10. A couple of second generation racers here. They're both going to the Ford by about 500 and win for the Ford. There's a point for the Fords, Kurt. 70-50. World back still up by 20 points here. Rory Vick, Riley Township, Michigan 70 Nova. 72 Nova, that would be the RS, the Rally Sport out of Riley Township with a 670 dial in here, all automotive side. The opponent out of East Jordan for Napa and Mansalona, Cesaro Motorsports, Shorty Nuts Racing. Dustin Cesaro. Takes the win. He ran close to the number 671 on the 670. 15 thousandths margin of victory going to the Nova. Next up, the back in black, 71 Skylark, Jimmy Evans from Benzonia. 870 dial in. His last weekend of racing. He's got to go back to college this week. He'll be out back Sunday, I believe, Michigan Tech University. Racers sponsored by Nugent's Ace Hardware, Fortress Security, Yacht Solutions. He's taking on the Roscommon Mustang, Mike Dewey, representing the Blue Ovals. Stupid fast race. 145 race time, 167 left lane. Right lane for the world. Buick. Jimmy Evans gets an 871 on the 870 dial in. Next up, Brody McGilla, 78 Cutlass. Crystal, Michigan, 814 dial in. Taking on David Remus. The Ford. It's actually a Mercury Comet 65 out of Belleville, Michigan, 732 dial in the Hikus Performance Lane. That'll be the Oldsmobile leaving first left side. versus Chevy again here. Leon Vick. 84 S10, Imlay City, 653 dial in. Take on Rick Jones. The 87 Mustang for the Cranky Race Team. Coltmish, Michigan. 782 for the board. Left lane with a huge reaction time advantage. The 002 takes the win. 657 on the 53. Win for the world.
Here we got a quick shout out to Pat Norton, Karen Davis, and Greg Wehrle. Hey guys. David Evans, 72 Monte Carlo. Stacy Lucelle on the Rapid City. David Tellerside on the Benzonia, the 860 dial, and the 72 Monte Carlo. Stacy's got the 80 the barrel for Rapid City with the 31. He's gonna go on a double breakout again. Drew Tellerside, 009, running an 858 with an 8 at 78 miles an hour. Here at Starbucks, 74 Duster Twister. Grand Junction, dialing at 635. Starbucks Racing, your all automotive lane over the highest performance lane. That's Ken Wood, 69
Kevin Wood
Javelin,
driving tonight, right?
from Manistee with the dial of a 608.
I understand Kevin Wood doing the driving tonight out of the bowl. Kevin Wood out of Manistee.
69 Javelin.
Yep.
Starbucks 027, Ken Wood, 069. Starbuck will take it, running at 638 on a 35 at 105 miles an hour. The 027 reaction time did it. Highest lane at a 069 light, 710 on the tree, or 710 on the ET at 97 miles per hour. Steve Ketchum, the 2006 Silverado, in Boyd City, for North Bay, Hydroseed, and Prime Diesel and Automotive. Dial is a 753. Marlette, 84 bucks. As he takes a win, Chuck Marlette got there first and broke out. Our side was an 011 light, running a 754 ET at 88 miles an hour for the win. Kyle Kidder out of Frankfurt. Kidder Electric, Lumberjack Sports Bar. Kirby's Backhoe Service. Your all automotive lane, Kyle, 762. Don Heiner Jr., 66 Chevy. El Camino from Manistee, down to 741. Wayne's going to Heiner, 741, 18 and 91 miles an hour with the 058. He was door to door on the tree with the 044 reaction time. Cover sign 055. In your highest performance lane. So if you can't see it on Facebook Live, the lane on the left is the all automotive lane, and the lane on your right is the highest performance lane. Scott Saban. Saban Racing, 566 to dial your all automotive lane with Christina Marlin, but barely got down the highest performance line. Down to 755.
Rebecca, the diamond's right on
566, yes, that's correct.
And our drivers are reminded, don't pay attention to the dials at the end of the track. Everything's on the board up in front under the bird box. Tower side 872. Higas lane 860. Let's take it off the line. And a red light start for Mason Webb. 012 red light. Let's get rid of Tom Hampson. 495 reaction time. Hampson runs an 873 on an 870 dial.
Next up, Jimmy Thomas and Bear Lake Camaro for April Ray Photos. Got Drool Racing, 930 dial in. They got Gary Rank, the second out of Manistee. Chevy Malibu, compressor to service Calumet. Up from Manistee, 740 dial in for the right lane Chevrolet.
Vipers on the train, Jimmy Thomas. Performance rank with a 138 this wins. Jimmy Thomas is running a 939 on a 930, 75 miles an hour. Josh Sorensen, 2001 S10 pickup for complete auto repair in Grant out of Bailey, Michigan. Driver dials a 770 to Tower Side truck. Jim Bacon, 79 Z28 out of Luther, Michigan. 555 cubic inch big block Chevrolet. Dials a 615. Bacon, 0637. Sorensen's 191. This one's all Jim Bacon running a 621 on a 15. 067 lights. Bacon had the treat big time.
Sorensen was dead on the dial. They had a 191 reaction time in the loss. Next up, Jim Evans, 75 Buick Century from Benzonia, a 940 dial in. And the code blue 84 Mustang. Ron Mallison from Manistee for Absolute Auto Repair Tire. Shirt works. Racing in memory of Papa.
Andy Evans going red, Tower Side going 98. Wind's going to go to Ron Allison. Code blue, 025 reaction time. Allison runs a 729 and a 728 dial.
Ron Hagar, left lane, Clark Lake, Buick Regal. Tough customer here, Pro Trophy. 889 dial in. They got Mark Ritter, Ford Pro, about a Plainwell, 576 for the blue oval in the Higas Performance Lane.
Oh, man. Ron Hager, Viper, double O reaction time. Mark Ritter, 060 red light. Ron Hager taking the win, running an 887 on an 889 for the win. Gritter ran right on the dial, 576 on a 576 with an 060 red light.
Pair up the Ford against the Kawasaki here. UX85, Phil Robleski, Plainwell, Ford Thunderbird, dial 608. Taking on Toby Hamilton, the Kawasaki ZX12, 2000 Kawasaki. I believe it's 1200. He runs a 680 dial in. Higas Performance side. It's going to be a win for the Kawasaki. 13 red light here.
Toby running fast, 666 on a 680 dial. Still got the win, but paying attention to that in the upcoming dials. Paul Kennard out of Cadillac for Pizza Plus. The Pizza Rocket out of Cadillac dialing is 708. Your all automotive lane. Larry 10, a 79 Mustang from New Era. You're looking for a 759 pass. Your Higas Performance lane. Tenant's got a 94, Kennard a 160. Ordered early go. And this one is Larry Tennant, 763 and a 759.
Ford's got a win there, they needed one. Down 53 to 76 now.
Louis Gravel in the 72 Maverick. Out of Reed City down up to 683. Pairs it up with the 2017 Suzuki GSXR. John Sisson from Irons. And the drag bike looks for a 730 pass. Little burn down going on here with the short wheelbase and the drag
file margin of victory going to the Suzuki for Nataka.
Jerry Pendock, 72 Nova from Kingsley, dial up at an 802 for Kingsley Cakes. In the all automotive lane, Gary Bowman, 77 Olds Cutlass, 442. Onatawa dials up at 685 for Bowman Racing and Bessiax Trucking. Let's take it down door to door. 050 reaction time, 046 reaction time. This win's going to go to Bowman running a 687 on an 85. Had the better light, 056, but not by much to the tougher side, 050.
Pairing up the nice Monte Carlos here. Bill Fluette, 86 Monte Carlo. Grand Traverse Family Chiropractic, 755 his dial it. Don Oliver, 84 Monte Carlo. From Brethren Making Memories Race Team, dials at 844. He's leaving first here by about a second handicap.
We're going to take it door to door. Bill Fluette, 013. At the top of the track, it's going to be a win on a breakout. Don Oliver ran an 850. 033 reaction time. Hour side breaking out 754 at 88 miles an hour.
195.
Bob Bushin, 75 Chevy Malibu. Whitehall, Michigan, down at 861. Jake Huntington, the 96 Roadmaster for Fraser Reynolds. The dial of an 815. 189. And the big in on a double breakout. It's going to be Huntington. 813, the 18 for the win at 83 miles an hour. Phil Anderson, 79 Phoenix, Maple City, up down your all automotive lane, down to the 663. Angus Performance Lane. Dave Osborne, 67 Camaro from Bear Lake. Puts up a 711 on the clock.
First is green light, red light here for Bill Anderson. Red lane 716 on the 711 dial in. 003 red light for Bill Anderson, cancels out him for the evening. Pro Trophy. Next up, Ken Simpson Jr., the Muskegon Chevy Nova, the 767 dial in. They got Steve Tennant, 89 Mustang, 628, the Ford out of Muskegon. Try and run down the Muskegon Chevrolet. I'm sure these guys probably know each other.
Tennant went 009 red and right on the dial.
Simpson broke out by 2/10 with a 002 reaction time. He must hit the nitrous after he saw it.
Martin Moore, 71 Nova out of Manistee, 732 up now. You're all automotive lane. The Little River Casino and Resort, Moore's Horsepower Garage. Ryan Velasquez. Out now from Home Barn, 641 and 19 Wolfers Lane. Let's take it down to the This win is going to go to Ryan Velasquez, running right on the dial with the 052 reaction time.
Tom Wilber, 71 Camaro out of Gaylord, 705 dial in. TNT Well Services, sponsored entry. Taking on Dan Snyder, the Dietrich Law Group, Lofty Heating and Cooling. 64 Impala, just a little bit sideways, 697 dial in. Let's have Pro Systems Bracket 1 racer.
Snyder's got Lauber by a 10th off the line of 180 and 088 wins. Going to go to Dan Snyder, 64 Impala, running a 699 on a 97 dial. With the 080 reaction time, the Lauber's 180 light, running a 713 and 97 miles per hour. Pro System Racing Carburetors, Bracket 1. Bracket 1 drivers. The staging lanes.
Call Kristen.
Hey, Kristen to the telly.
This is my guy.
Gary Wood.
What's the
I got that.
All I need is just like.
AMC Spirit Manistee.
Hagar has
682 dial.
in this class also. Yeah, correct. He'll have Violet now.
60 bucks a seat.
Oh, 21 grand for that. 682 right on the dial at 101 miles per hour.
I'm sure he doesn't have box.
Because the guy I rated, he goes, yeah, that was best.
Double light.
Processes bracket 1, round 3, making their way up to the lanes. Drivers running for $2,000 to win here at Louisville Battle 5. Night 1 racing action.
Get drivers slow and safe in the staging lane, guys, when you're bringing them up slow and safe. Even though the kids are some of the stands and then the campers, you just never know. So as you're going down those turn rows and lanes, back in the pit area, make sure you're on the brake and ride your slow all the way up to the staging lanes, going back to your pit area. For all the parents here with little kids, just remind the kids, please don't run. We got a lot of racing going on. It's going to be a little darker. We do have a lot of lights out, but it's really tough for the drivers to see when they're strapped down in these race cars. So slow and safe in the pit area. And all you walkers and runners and kids, just again, be extra careful.
Yeah.
289 race entries here tonight. Got a lot more coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow paying $5,000 to win both bracket 1, bracket 2. So we know a lot of guys we've been hearing from that are coming just for tomorrow.
Try to get.
These cool temperatures, I think a lot of people don't want to stay overnight too much. Deal with the cold. We're down in the 40s here last night.
That's chilly.
Oh,
Chilly.
used to summer weather.
Oh my
From the
gosh.
30s or 40s come. It was almost 30s. What was the low last night?
37.
Oh, I guess I'm corrected. It was actually 37 a low up here last night. 37 degrees.
All kinds of records today, yesterday.
Yeah, that would be a Louisville battle record for low temperature. 37 degrees last night. Hey, here comes Bud Thompson, guys. Another no cameraman out there, but he's been doing some huge wheel stands this weekend. Right lane 82 Camaro out of Niles. Watch this one leave. As we said earlier, this might be the time he doesn't do a big wheel stand, but boy, his 3 runs he's made today have been very impressive launches. Carrying the front tires out over 100 feet out there. The Camaro down at 583. His opponent, Kelly Smith, White Cloud Dragster, 16 Warrior. Chassis for Pro Systems and Engine Pro, 476 dial in.
Oh, nice wheel stand out there in the highest performance lane. What a red light start. The Coverside Dragster 026. Dragster will advance running a 478 at 145 miles an hour.
Robbie Gervin from Brother and the Drag Life S10 for Tweak Performance Fabrication. 612 dial in here in the All Automotive Lane. Big on Rip the Rock 2000 Mustang from Beulah. A 657 dial in. Double 05 for the Ford gets the win for the Blue Ovals. There's a double 04 red light. 7 right on the dial in with a 1. Double 05 winning light. Rick LaRock takes the win. Win for the Blue Ovals.
Jeff Hunt for the 2017 American Rear Engine Dragster out of Stanford Pro Systems. Dials of 485 with Danny Angel in the highest performance lane. Out of Pentwater looks for a 625 in the Doorslammers. For Guitarra Racecraft, Custom Metal Specialties, and C. Peterson and Sons.
Angel, your runner-up at Mopars here just 4 weeks ago. We've got a dead heat up line, both racers. Left lane right on the dial in 485 for the 3
man.
on the 485. And right they got their first by 4 thousandths of a second, broke out by 6 thou.
Bob Payton up now at the Rear Engine Dragster. You're all on motive lane. Dialing up a 482. Pairs it up with Jeff Wistenhausen. Part of Belleville 76. Vega Wagon, thumbs up.
Where's Bob Payton from?
Big Dragster moving in, coming up. And already
Power
stays
now.
Wistenhausen. Fighters on the tree for Wistenhausen. 012. Big Dragster 038. Right on the dial with the 038 light. Wistenhausen had a 562 and the 2 had the Viper 012. 18 not enough to get it at 126 miles per hour.
8 thou margin of victory going to the dragster. Close race.
John Hamilton, 72, Monte Carlo for Freedom Enterprises from Harrison, Michigan, with a dial of a 715, the all-automotive lane. Highest performance, it's Big Ben Robbins from Howard City, dialing a 579 in the Vega. Race Shades, Aleni Performance Machining, Big Ben's Tire and Auto Repair. That's the highest side. Boy, Big Ben got up
Yeah,
on
he
it
left
and
early.
off. Boy, left, got 411 red light for Big Ben Robbins. John Hamilton at 052, reaction time for the win. Hamilton ran a 719 on a 715.
your points leader here in Pro Systems Bracket 1. Steve on top, 275 points. 1,522 in this pair.
Probably Ken's worst line of the day. Only 5 and a 522 with the 014 line at 126 miles an hour. Ken Hansen ran right on the dial, but an 084 light not going to get it. Steve Mike just put down an 014 on the tree.
Here comes the Hoots toy, 69 Nova. He's from Charlevoix, once again. 47th year of racing here at Northern Michigan Dragway with this same car, the Hoots toy Nova. John Hoot Gibson dials in with a 601. His opponent. We got Charlevoix versus Petoskey here, a couple up north guys. Mike Zednick for Classic Instruments, Boyne City. 513 dialed dragster.
Doorslammer and dragster, bring it up. Send the check first into the tree. Boots up. Lights on. In red. Gibson. 005 red light. Send the check. Send the check takes the win. Running a 512 with a 2 on a 513 dial for the win and 134 miles an hour.
Double 05 red for Hoots Toy. Loses them out there. We got 182 viewers on our Facebook Live.
Aaron Cohen, the 92S10 out of Redmond, Michigan, 698 to dial. The tower side pickup. Pair it up with Eric Big Johnson, 66. Chevy Nova. Down to the 587 from the Neckamah. Big wheel stand there by Eric Johnson, 037. Cohen's got the better ball, 021. Door to door. Win's going to go to Cohen. 7 flat on the 698. Johnson ran a 589 on a 587. Came down to the lights at 021 to the 037.
Mike Stokes from Calaba, 72 Challenger. Stokes Auto Repair, John Williams Race Cars. A 536 dial in here in the All Automotive Lane. Taking on racing Jason Mikula, 617 dial in for that Eagle, Michigan, 78 Chevrolet Malibu.
So the bow par and the bow tie pairing it up on this pair.
Let's have Force Engineering Juniors, round 4 to the staging lanes. Juniors, round 4, bring them up.
Chevrolet first in the tree. Here we go. Bow par. Let's take it door to door. Oh, that bow par head towards the center line. Mike Stokes, a 537 on a 536. Jason 16 breaking out on the 17.
Well, he was right out there at that starting line officials. He did not cross the center line.
Oh, yeah, you guys standing right there looking at it.
Yeah, Wayne's right there. He definitely would have let us know if he crossed. That would have handed the win over to the right lane.
Paul Botman, 69 Mustang, the Towery Side Ford. That's the Iron Horse out of Linwood, Michigan. 630 is the dial in your all automotive lane. And Maddie up now. Maddie McCormick.
Yep.
Madison McCormick, rear engine dragster. She's going to dial up a 479 in your high performance lane. The dragster's got the ball, Maddie, with an 039. This win's going to go to the dragster, 479, right on the dial with the 039 reaction time. Right on the number. McCormick's going to take it.
Left lane was dead on 3, right lane dead on 5. It all came down to reaction time. Maddie had him by a bunch on the light.
Scott Hornline, the 2006 American dragster from Freeland, Michigan. Down at 484, the big 582 cubic inch Chevrolet. All Automotive Lane pairs it up with Scott Overly, 79 Malibu out of Lansing, Michigan, with a dial of a 709.
Lansing versus Saginaw. Here we go.
Doorslammer launching first. Overly 283. This should be Horline. 027 for the dragster off the line in at the 498 in the dragster.
Yep, Scott, a little longer run. 283, green light.
Well, here's a couple of guys and drivers and cars that have met up again a number of times over the years. That's Jeff Renaud, the 1990 Beretta out of Sandusky, Michigan. The Custom Auto Repair Service, 561 is the dial, as he pairs it up with Alan Hodder and the Rick the Poop Free Race Engines out of Bay City. Dialing is 611 in the 78 Nova on the Higas Performance Lane.
So we still need that parts call, MSD, digital 6AL.
Alan Hodder, Viper on the tree, 016, Renaud with the 050, door to door we go. In the wind's gonna go to Jeff Renaud, running a 562 on a 61. As Hodder got there first and broke out, ran a 610 with the 3 on the 611 dial.
Once again, we need juniors, round 4. Juniors, Force Engineering Junior Eliminator, round 4 to the staging lanes now, please.
So Hodder breaks out by 7,000ths of a second.
Can you make that parts call?
Once again, we still need that MSD digital 6AL plus ignition box. If you have one, let us know here in the tower. If you have an extra one that you wouldn't mind selling, our racers in dire need of one, so we can race tomorrow, I believe. So let us know if you have an MSD digital 6AL plus ignition box. Let us know here in the timing tower, and we'll let the driver know
She was
if we have it.
giving me some hand motions from down there, and I didn't know what was going on. I get some of those ones.
All right, still here in bracket 1 racing action. Frank Piltz, left lane. Jenny Zednicek, right lane. Frank Piltz, 90 Firebird, Peterson's Towing, Scheffler Well Drilling, racer out of Cadillac, 1,530. Left side. Yep, we'll see you tomorrow, Mark. Jenny Zednicek, right lane, the 2016 American for Daddy's Wallet. Classic Instruments Dragster, Stevensville, Michigan, 503 dial in.
Good pair here, 530 and 503, the Doorslammer and Dragster. Dragster first into the lanes, Fields bumps it in. Dragster going red, double 09. With a Viper double 04, and Fields runs a 534 on a 530 dial. 137. Bill Fluid, 86 Monte Carlo for Grand Traverse Family Chiropractic out of Interlochen, dialing is 752. After all Automotive Lane. Higas Performance, that's Bob Kelly from Grand Rapids. Kelly's rear engine dragster dials of 481.
Bill Fluette is your buy run holder. If Bill doesn't win this race, the best winning light of the round is Frank Piltz. Just had that double 04 with a 2. Let's see what happens here to see who gets the buy in round 4. Final pair of the round. Here we go. Oh, props with the dragster.
Oh, they're pedaling it.
That's going to be a win for Bill Fluette. Oh, he's down there. He covered him by a bunch and ran one above, 53 on to 52. He takes the win and holds on to his buy run, does Bill Fluette.
Bill. Wow.
So we got our juniors making their way up here for their 4th round racing action. Juniors, last call for round 4, and this will be the first call for top Doorslammers qualifying session number 2. Top Doorslammers will be up next after juniors.
Oh, you're awesome. Cool.
So Follette took the win there. 30 cars showed there in round 3 of Pro Systems Bracket 1. 15 cars will come back, so Bill Follette will have a bye run in round 4.
Yeah. That's fine. Okay. I'll be downstairs waiting for you to drop me some.
That'll be a couple. We got juniors and street trophy and Doorslammers, and then I'll start.
It's gonna be a while yet.
Kind of like 20 minutes or so, half an hour.
Yeah, at least that's all. All right, here we go. Force Engineering Juniors round 4 action. Coming around the corner. Last call, juniors. Maybe we're supposed to have it on.
Nice Friday night. And Brian mentioned here on Facebook Live, let me see how many we have. We have over 150. We have about 90 viewers right now. And your video probably didn't stop, guys, and maybe there's no cars coming up. So right now we got junior dragsters coming up. For those watching at home, around the country, and wherever else around the world. Puerto Rico, Australia, North Korea, North Korea. Who fights on the bus?
Yeah, this happened.
So bring our juniors are ready to go. Another round number 3 for juniors. Force Engineering Juniors. Round 3. Or maybe 4.
Yeah, Dave's definitely that round.
We're already past the re-entry rounds. And a great turnout tonight in all of our junior class.
Top Doorslammers qualifying session number 2. Bring them up. Top Doorslammers to the lanes, please.
Isaac Micus out of Air Lane 1222 is the dial. 9-year-old driver for Steve Micus Racing and Thermal Automotive. Pairs it up with Castle LaBelle on a Goulay River. Goulay River Truck and Tractor. Truck Road. This driver is 14 years old. Out of Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. On the line, 060 light, here comes Tessa LaBelle. 120 has the better ball. Guess is going to run the number 834 on an 833 in that junior dragster at 77 miles an hour. And looks like we've got the buy run coming up right now for our juniors, and that'll be Tegan Camps with the Hobby Shop Motorsports and BSI. Camps on the Lake Camp, Michigan will take the all automotive lane and dial up a 790. Camps 084 reaction time. 790 dial, running at 799, 82 miles an hour on the buy run. Now we got a pair of time runs. Drivers getting suggested 10 time runs in our junior dragsters in for tomorrow.
Billy's still on the track. I hope we can see it. Yeah. I don't see a light on it right now. He's usually got a
There's a light right there on the time run. How about this? 0001 reaction time on that junior dragster.
Okay, everyone's staying in one damn row.
Running at 1069 at 58 miles an hour. 001 with a 9 on the tree. All right, we're going to bring our second round of Top Doorslamming qualifier up next.
Can you maybe tell Travis somehow that Billy might need to get a tow back? Maybe Billy's out of the car.
Hey Travis, Billy might need a tow back. Travis, Billy might need a tow back on the juniors. Very good pictures of lights. So you know we're still on because you can see them out working on the track.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, they went and froze up. There was
No,
nobody on the track.
Nobody on there for about
Yeah.
2 minutes.
So we're getting ready for Top Door Slammer Eliminator, second round of Eliminators.
We got our guys on our live video asking, "Is it froze? There's no action. It's not like this track to not have cars going down."
Mark Daniels, I hear a blower. Yes, you do. That's monkey business.
Yeah, we're ready to go. As soon as we can get us a racer out here to get into our second qualifying session, we're definitely ready here in the tower.
Hey. Hey.
Yep, we're ready, guys.
We're ready.
Street trophy. Rob Muntz.
Hey, Rob.
Street number 21.
Rob Muntz from Elkton, Michigan.
All right.
Up in the thumb. And Elkton Lions Club.
Probably at your festival this weekend, huh?
Yes, it will be.
So we have 8 top door slammers. Ran the first round of qualifying. Not sure if we have all 8 back here.
Right, start your engines. They must have heard you.
Oh, like,
It's 7 and Nationals right there.
Yeah, the screen's blowing up right now. I like our Facebook screen blowing up right now with lights as they hear the motors fire up.
Oh wait, you
like
make
that, too. All right, let's get into this second round of qualifier for our top door slammer. Bring up the highest cars first. Again, drivers, they're not racing against each other. They're running for the low EC to get the best speed they possibly can. And fastest will be running the slowest. So the faster you go, the better chance you get somebody you can take heads up. That's running a little lower EC.
You have to reset the computer froze.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. Red light? Can you red light them?
Not hear anything on this radio.
Not down there, probably.
yeah, we're trying to tell them to shut it off.
Is it even set? They're going to pull them back up? You doing a reset?
We've reset it twice and it's not.
Yeah.
I'm on time 3. We froze up.
We gotta change that box.
Okay.
Guys, hang on for a minute.
Can
We
you
had
ask
to do
Wayne to
a
come up here?
reset. We got to change something here in the tower, so give us just a minute.
I'll restart this live here in a minute. We'll finish up this video.